lows right now. We're just all figuring it out. I'm sure it'll be cool later, but right now it just sucks. And and so I've been like running around today, and then I went to go have lunch with an old client. And at lunch, I didn't bring my water, and I had like we had winter schnitzel, so I got like a lemonade. So that was not hydrating. And then I got to the office, I didn't have any water. I was too distracted with trying to focus on doing stuff, and I had like one sip of this like in the afternoon. And then I drove home. I I had to stop. Well, I had to stop at Kate's work because like I had to drop off her sunglasses. I realized that she left them in the backseat of my car. And then I hung out with her a little bit. I drove over to first it was Safeway to pick up some thing to bring to a potluck tomorrow we're having at work, and then I got McDonald's, and so I had a soda with that, well, like a diet soda since I had the lemonade for lunch
Okay.
with lunch, and then now I'm having water.
You didn't at all just think like, oh, maybe just fill up like from water from the McDonald's.
I went through the drive-through, so I didn't really ask, but
Oh, okay.
it is what it is. We're recording right
So
now.
yeah, we're recording right now. So they got the fact that you're. Well, I think they got the fact that you're wearing the same underwear from yesterday, but
Well,
now they
now
did.
you've solidified it. Now you've solidified it.
Yeah, yeah. At least unless you want me to cut that part out, I could.
No,
But
I don't give a fuck.
I got some stank undies right now. I want the
I
world to know.
they probably stank.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, dude, so like my weekend was pretty eventful. Saturday night we had a party, so it was hosted at Marina's house, and so we I think during the day I was doing errands. I went to go do laundry. I did a little bit of grocery shopping in the morning. I got like a bunch of groceries for like the next month and a half.
There you go. There you go. That's
So
what's up.
that's how I shop. I try to like shop for a month. So I have like a bunch of stuff in my freezer. I have a few things in my fridge, a lot of beer in my fridge. And actually, that's a good explanation. We went a little hard on Saturday, so that's why I'm not having a beer on the pod tonight or any type of drink. I'm gonna give myself a bit of an off week this week, except for Wednesday. Wednesday, like we're going out to the brewery, and it's my friend's birthday we're celebrating, so I was like, I'll have like a couple beers with him. But anyway, so Saturday, so I do all that, and then Kate gets off of work. We go to dinner, which was dope. We went to this barbecue place called Sauce in Santana Row. For anyone who knows, that place was sweet.
So on your
Uh,
Instagram, yeah, the food looked good there, man.
yeah, so they had the burger I was having was called a Dougie burger, and it had like two patties of beef, cheese, bacon, brisket, and sauce on top.
See, now I gotta ask, did it teach you how to Dougie?
It did not teach me how to Dougie. I still don't know how to Dougie, but teach me how to Dougie. Teach me. Anyway, so
Fuck that. I'm trying to learn the gritty. That's what I'm trying to do.
I know how to do the gritty. I've done the gritty many times in the club. Too
Hell
many
yeah.
times to mention, actually.
Fucking teach me when you come down here, man.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, we'll do the gritty. I'll also teach you how to shotgun some high noon. I'll bring some high noon.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Uh, we'll do that before the show. Before we
I think
get
that
met.
sounds like a good plan, honestly.
Um,
I still got some mystery beer if you want to take some home with you, like no vacancy and sea hops, so.
yeah, I'll take some. I'll always take some more beer to have in the fridge.
Yeah.
I bought a 12 pack of the Island Hopper variety pack of like Kona Brewing Company.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So I got like their two of their IPAs, their Longboard Lager, and their Big Weight Blonde Ale, which is like my favorite.
In that case,
Anyway,
I'll give you four, or no, two 4 packs of the no vacancy that I made, because I tried separating them, because I didn't want to bother writing on the cans what they actually are, so I thought, okay, we'll put black plastic tops for the sea hops, white plastic tops for the no vacancy.
oh, those handle things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No
Yeah.
bet. Thank you.
And honestly, the no
Um,
vacancy is worth taking, because the sea hops is good, but it's not mind-blowing. Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah,
But tell me more about the Kona that you got.
no, I haven't had any yet. I got a 6 pack of Kona to keep at my girl's place. And had two of those Sunday night. But so Saturday night, so we so what happened was I had a White Russian at dinner, and then my friend Jack, like we were back and forth about like is he gonna be able to come to the party? We want to ask the hostess, right? Like Marina, so like check it with her, and like then the band could come out, and the whole band came out, which is sweet, and Tyler came out, and that was awesome. Super fun. Jack in usual fashion was like, let's pregame, and I was like, yeah, sure. And our pre-games usually go pretty wild, I'll be honest. And it kind of put it in perspective a couple weeks or about a month ago, or a month and a half ago. I don't know when time's an illusion. I met up with one of Rebel's coworkers, and I was talking to them, and I was like, "Yeah, my usual pregame is like 6 shots before I even leave the house." And they were like, "That would kill me," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah." That kind of puts it in perspective about how much I drink, or how much I can handle, I guess. But so what happened? So I had the White Russian at dinner, and then we had the pregame. We had a shot of Hennessy, and that was just kind of like my final reminder of like why I don't drink Hennessy very often. It's just super ratchet. I was talking with like Kate the next day. It's like Hennessy is like a very like ghetto like fucking liquor that high schoolers drink to get drunk, and like it's either that or like it's either they get a bottle of Hennessy or they get a 6 pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's what high schoolers do.
Which are both
Which
very extreme because like Hennessy is pretty fucking strong of a drink.
it's a pretty. I took it and I was like, oof! It like shook me up for a little bit. I felt like I had to
Yeah.
chase water with it. Water would be the chaser, but
Meanwhile, Mike's Hard Lemonade is like if I peed a little bit into a glass of lemonade. Like that's essentially how bitter it is.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
really you really can't taste the alcohol. Those things are dangerous. I think the sugars probably like help you process the alcohol faster.
No, you know what it is? It's like if I drank like 3, 4 IPAs beforehand, then I piss into a glass of lemonade and sell it to you as Mike's Hard. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You telling me Mike was hard when he made this lemonade?
Are you telling me
It,
that Ginger bred this man?
I, Look at that, that was good.
Oh god. Oh, there was
So,
another one I learned recently that was like fucking funny. I'm trying to remember it now. Fuck. Can't remember it.
Mike's Hard actually is stuff I did drink in high school. I had like what was the variety flavor? The purple one, like the pomegranate. Is that what it is? I
That's
don't
what it
remember.
was, yeah. And then it got like a brief uptick from like the Deadpool movie, but even then I'm just like it's not worth it just to drink Mike's Hard just because it has Deadpool on the can.
Mike's Hard is kind of like, I mean, it's a good summer thing if you want alcohol. It's kind of like, yeah, put it on the same level as Twisted Teas. You
I
know,
would say, yeah, it's on that same level as well as Smirnoff Ice, but honestly,
Smirnoff Ice. Oh my God, yeah, don't even give me. I have too many memories about that from college. But
out of all three, though, I would definitely pick the Twisted Tea, but pour like half a can into like a highball glass with some like bourbon or something, just so like it can actually mellow out this sugary sweet shit.
what's the what's that drink called where you like do beer and whiskey? It's a
Oh, it's a Boilermaker?
Boilermaker. So it's like a Boilermaker, but for college chicks. So
100%, yeah. It's like a white trash, Boilermaker,
you get like some
basically.
Tennessee honey or some shit. That'll be like some
Oh,
like Jack
fuck
Daniel's
no.
honey Tennessee whiskey. That'll be like a white girl Boilermaker. But
It'd still be too sweet, though. Like, if anything, I'd use, like, Jim
yeah.
Beam or something, because
But
fuck
like
Jack Daniels. I'm sorry. Like, that's just my personal opinion,
no,
but
absolutely. I mean,
yeah.
Jack Daniels is just cheap, and I mean, like, but that's like the shit that college girls would drink because like it
Yeah.
is sweet. There's nothing wrong with having a sweet drink.
Yeah.
I
And I
get
don't
like
mind that it has like a staple on like the metal and rock scene, but like honestly, out of any drink that already has a steak in that, I'd rather pick Jägermeister. I'm sorry, that's just
Jaeger. Jaeger's fun. Jaeger's
yeah.
dangerous but fun. Anyway, so
Especially cold brew Jaeger, that shit tastes like coffee. It's fucking insane.
I've not had that one yet. I'm very curious.
Mm.
I've just had the regular Jaeger. It used to be that when we go out to Broncos, I get like a bottle of Jaeger, um, put it in the freezer, and I kid you not, among the 4 or 5 of us that would be joining out, we'd kill that thing. We'd kill that bottle.
Well, yeah, because it's smooth. It's got like that slight licorice taste to it. It's not too
And
much of black licorice. It's good.
we also just go hard on the pre-games. So
True. Yeah.
so back to the pre-games. So I had the shot of Henny, which was like, yeah, not fun. So after that, I stuck with just tequila. So I had like 3 more shots of tequila that I mixed with some like margarita mix I have here, and then I shotgunned the High Noon. And I don't know if you've had High Noon yet, but it's like those seltzers with like tequila or vodka in them.
Oh, so it's like what, like a 10-12% drink?
No, actually, they're only like 4.5%.
How in
So
the fuck?
they're like really baby ones. They're like a shot pretty much, like a little less than a
Oh.
shot because it's not too strong. But they're really good, and that's the thing is they're dangerous, and they're made with real fruit juice too. So they've got like like the best flavors are like kiwi, peach, grapefruit's not bad, watermelon sucks, black cherry's fine, pineapple's pretty good. Anyway, so I can't remember the flavors
Bro, I
I've
feel
had.
like mix pineapple and black cherry together.
Mhm.
That'd be good.
Pineapple and black, that might be a good tropical little thing.
Yeah.
So, so I shotgun one of those. We left the house. We took an Uber. We were smart enough. So like, we took an Uber over to Marina's place. We show up. I think over the evening, I had like three more shots, like two shots of straight vodka, one shot of lemon drop, and then I had this lemon drop thing that someone else had made.
Yeah.
And then I had like I want to say like three or four more high noons. Then
Jesus Christ.
no, I know, and it was such a funny night. So we were like, we're hanging out, listening to music, we're all chatting, shooting the shit, having a goof, having a laugh, and we're doing this drinking game. I think it was called Buzzed, and so it's like these cards. You pick up a card and it says something, and you have to like, it's something about do this, say this, or take a drink, or the person to your left has to do this, or whatever the fuck. And I'm sitting in this like I felt so bad. This like killed my drunken vibe. I was so like just like I was like fuck the rest of the evening. But it was funny in retrospect. It's
Did you
funny
like
now.
throw up?
No, actually no, surprisingly not. It takes a lot for me to throw up. And
Okay.
I do remember one night where like I really lost track of how much I was drinking, and like I had to throw up that night, I had to throw up that morning. Anyway, this last Saturday I like was fine. And so what happened was I'm sitting in this like chair, right? So it's kind of like it's like one of those like almost like bungalow chairs, like it's got like a cushion and like a wooden frame, and it holds you up, and it's got like a wooden part to hold the whole thing under, right?
Yeah,
And so me being drunk, I'm like kind of like leaning in it and like almost falling over a bunch. And then there's like one moment in the game. It was someone drew a card and said the next person who speaks has to take a drink. So everyone went quiet, right?
Yeah.
And then my dumbass, 5 seconds later, I like shifted and then and fell and like it broke the fucking chair, like broke the base of the chair and fell back, spilled a drink, and like everyone's just like I'm trying to not laugh and not speak because no one wants to take a fucking and no one knows what to say. So I'm just sitting there like, oops. And yeah, so
And then they
funny.
just point at you like, "Oh, he said it."
Then, no, finally, so I think it was Tyler broke the silence. He's like, "Okay, we gotta fucking say something." Or you like, and it was just funny. Everyone was like laughing. That was crazy.
Oh my god.
That was super funny.
Oh my.
That was nuts. And at the time, I was like drunk, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I feel so like this is the first time I'm in Marina's house, and I'm like, oh my god, I broke your furniture. I'm so sorry." And she's like, it's okay, it's not a big deal." And she still tells me it's not a big deal, and actually, like the chair is still usable, which is like, I think the good part. But
Okay.
but it was kind of like she made me feel a little better. She was like, "Oh well, like earlier in the evening, she like slipped over and fell and hurt herself, and like." And so when I did it, she was like, "Oh, okay, I'm not the only one drunk and falling." But so yeah, it was a crazy night. And then this is again why I'm taking a break is like I don't remember the lift ride. So what happened? The plot we did was that I would stay at Kate's house. So like I drove to hers to meet her there after she got off work, and then the boys wanted to pregame. So I was like, well, Jack's got a spare key, so like I will drive me and Kate to dinner and to my house and park the car there. We can Uber to Marina's after we pregame with the boys here at the apartment, and then we Uber back all together and drop them off here at the apartment. They can sleep here and sleep it off. And then we drive. We take a lift back. We take the lift back to Kate's, and that's what we did. So like the lift ride over to here.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. Apparently, I was conscious and talking and laughing with the rest of the group. And then the lift ride after we dropped the boys off, the lift ride from here to Kate's house was completely dead silent. I don't remember that at all either. I remember her pushing me into bed, giving me 2 ibuprofens, and making me chug some water so I don't have like a nasty hangover the morning after, which actually really worked. That was magic. I'm gonna start on a plotted heavy night of drinking. I'm gonna like have an ibuprofen by the night, bottle of ibuprofen by the nightstand. And make sure to take that before I go to bed if I'm not too drunk to remember. Because that really, I mean, like, dude, that, like, I woke up the next morning, I was like, I had, like, a slight headache, but I was like, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Sweet, I could actually be productive. The one thing I was unsure about was, like, my stomach. I was like, am I just hungry, or do I need to throw up? And luckily, it was just that I was hungry. And, like, her parents had, like, went to go get breakfast burritos. that's a great hangover cure. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was a crazy night. So I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna be drinking for this most of this week, I'd say.
I think that's a good plan, honestly.
I think so too. It's as he says as he cracks open a beer. Um, no, it's just like yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. I just like on top of like I was pretty much. I mean, for the last few weeks, I've been drinking every day a little bit, and so I'm just like I need to reevaluate some of my choices, make sure my liver's okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, I should do the same thing, honestly. That's
It's hard.
fuck it. I'll just give you like all the beer that I had left, the fucking both IPAs, just so I get rid of that out of the house. Because I do
Well,
need
it's
to,
hard.
yeah, because I need to
It's
cut
hard.
back on drinking. Honestly, like I say as I continue to drink, but
It's really accessible. It's a really
hmm
accessible thing, and it's like, and then you're also like, I think especially with like your job, you're trying new stuff, and like I'm trying. There's always new beers to try, and so you're like, oh, like I'll have this is really good. Maybe I'll have another, or like two more, or whatever, right? And
yeah,
it
yeah,
turns out
yeah,
you've had like three or four in a night, and it's like it's really easy to like lose track of that shit. And then like especially when you're like partying, it's like really easy to lose track of that shit. Because
yeah.
shots are just so. I can never remember a story where like it ended. Well, not where like where just you feel so sick after so many shots. And I don't get me wrong, I like taking shots. Like I like when we'd go out to Broncos every Thursday, we'd have like we'd have 6 shots before we leave the house. We have like two or three more at the bar. It's like okay, sweet, and it's like
Yeah,
you're elevated, you're drunk, you're having a good time. Um, but you never feel good the morning after.
yeah,
And, and like shots are such an easy thing to get in such high quantity. Like with beers, it's like I could be like, okay, I've had one beer, and I've drank in that over like a good 45 minutes to an hour. I'll have another beer. It's like another 45 minutes to an hour. I've had that. It's
yeah,
really easy to pace yourself with beer, but with shots, you're just like you could have three in 10 seconds.
yeah.
Which is
No,
like
it's
which I always try to communicate this to like Jack and the band is like you have to think about it like a one shot is the equivalent of one beer. Like so like if you've had 3 shots, you're having the equivalent of 3 beers, man, or like 3 glasses of wine. And it's
yeah.
like got to be very careful.
hmm
But again, it's just very easy, and that's very ingrained in our culture too. I often think about it as like it's a very socially acceptable thing. Like I mean, like I've said this before, I'm sure, but like the concept of happy hour is just like it's been like, hey, you've had a long day at work, go have a drink as like a reward kind of thing, which is like not a healthy habit to keep in mind. But I think it's good that you, as long as you're monitoring it, and you can still drink within moderation. Like
Yeah,
I think if you're not having, I think more than three in a night is like um, keeping it like three or under in a night each night would be not such a bad thing. I don't know, but I mean, anyway, I mean
yeah,
the recommended thing is to not have any because like alcohol is just straight poison. Um,
yeah. It's a slow killing poison, so yeah, yeah.
it is, yeah. I mean, it's poison that makes you feel good, and
Unless you're like, Lemmy Killmeister, and you put away like an entire bottle of Jack Daniels a day, then it certainly speeds up the fucking process.
oh well, no, I mean, it's that's like straight up problem. I mean, like
Yeah,
I've had like clients who have that sort of problem. It's like and
yeah,
that's okay. It's just easy to develop. It happens. It's
yeah.
yeah. But anyway, so that was the most eventful night of my week. I think the rest of the week was pretty. Well, let's see. So we've talked since Thursday. We've stuff has happened. So Friday was really cool because I decided to surprise the band and go visit them at practice up at their spot.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Naturally, I brought some high noons for them to drink, and we were just chilling and having some laughs and playing some music. That was fun. And then Sunday was a really good day. Okay, well, so Sunday we woke up and like Kate needed to clean her room. So we spent like I kid you not 3 hours doing that.
Oh, nice.
Which was productive. It was good. It was just like oh my god, there's like a lot, and I got like
Painstaking, I know.
yeah, I got tired at a point, but we got it done, and then we had to go do a Target run. We went to go get groceries from Safeway for dinner to make for the fam, for her
Yeah.
fam, and like me joining, and then we hung out. we were both dead tired. I mean, like we got back from. I was also too drunk Saturday night to keep track of time. So I remember like the last time I checked my watch was like 1:30, but I guess we didn't get back to her place till like 3 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Well, the party started late too, so like because Marina got off of work, she closed, so we got over there around 10:45 or so.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in the evening. So we were like kind of partying through the night. It was fun. It was a blast. It was cool. And this week we have. I think tomorrow we're gonna chill.
Smart.
Wednesday we're gonna go out with Revel for his birthday. Um, Thursday we're coming down to you guys, so
Yep.
we'll go with you guys. Spend Friday, drive back up then.
Yeah.
Saturday I got D&D and then dinner plans. And my Sunday is kind of empty, I think, at the moment. I'm trying to think if I booked anything, but
Yeah.
so far not. Um, what was your weekend like, man? What'd you end up doing?
My weekend's been pretty like chill. I kind of just lounged around, watched TV, did some chores and whatnot. Went to work. Pretty basic. I did watch a few movies throughout the week leading up to the weekend. So I have watched Kingdom of Heaven, Julius Caesar,
Mm.
The Last Exorcism, and then All Quiet on the Western Front.
Whoa. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts on All Quiet on the Western Front because that movie fucked me up, dude.
Okay, so it was fantastic. Every little aspect, it was so fucking good. But I watched it with our mom, and it just switched automatically to the English dubbing.
Mm.
So I will watch it again at some point with the actual German dubbing, so that way I get really involved in the whole experience. But
I think that's the only way to watch it. Like I watched it English subbed, German dubbed,
yeah,
and like man, the main actor in that, I don't know what his name is, but like
yeah, he
holy
was
cow,
so
dude.
fucking good.
Holy cow. I mean like everyone in that was super good. Like I loved some of the shots. I loved the music. I love the beginning where it's like it's
Yeah,
just this nameless soldier. Well, you see his like tag, I guess. And then like
yeah,
his uniform is given to our protagonist and it's like holy shit, man.
yeah. And
And
then
it's just like
also, I guess
wow.
minor spoilers, like so check mark right here, spoilers. But later in the film, when it ends up with him getting murked during the war, literally just as it's ending,
Yeah,
like
I was so mad. I was like, bro, he fucking dies. God damn it.
no, I kind of suspected that was gonna happen because I was like, this is like the final battle. He's charging in across like no man's land. It's almost like that soldier we follow in the very beginning of the movie,
Oh
almost
yeah, because he
beat
died
for
running
beat, like
across no
him
man.
tripping, losing his gun, and winding up behind cover of some sort. Very shitty cover, mind you. I was
Mhm,
like, holy shit, they're going with this theme. Fucking hell. The
mhm.
theme that he's a nameless soldier, pretty much. Like, he could just die and no one cares.
The
Yeah.
war is very cyclical, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, huh? I gotta rewatch that movie.
Yeah. No, and then the last soldier that we follow, like, after he's, dead, he's collecting dog tags just like he did early in the movie. But he doesn't pick up his dog tag, reflecting that everything he went through does not matter in the end because he fucking dies just like another nameless fuck in that war.
Mhm.
The only ones that actually make it out alive is the fucking politicians and the generals who are like eating fine, exquisite food and complaining, oh, this croissant that I'm eating, this fine croissant, is a day old. Fuck them.
Mhm.
Like, these guys are eating tin can food soaked in rain. Like, it is insane. They
They're
are.
avoiding trench foot by trying to clean their boots, but they're just getting more
Yeah.
mud and gunk in there.
Yeah, that scene where they just like find a bunker where there's actually like food abundance laying around. They're just like they drop literally everything in the middle of a fight to go eat. And I'm just like, these boys are suffering, and
No,
the only ones
absolutely.
that actually like succeed at life are the generals who don't actually have to go deep into those trenches.
War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other.
Yeah, if okay, so end of spoilers right now, viewers. If you're in for like a nihilistic view of warfare and probably the one of the best like two depictions of like World War I out there right now in the modern day, that in 1917, watch All Quiet on the
1917.
Western Front.
All Quiet on the Western Front is yeah, it is, but it's emotional. It's really just like Oh my god, yeah, great movie.
But I think I dig 1917 more because of the whole like one shot aspect.
The long take, yeah, that was. I
Yeah,
like the way they directed that. Um,
it doesn't
and it
lose
was like
anything
these
in
lone
pacing
soldiers and
too.
stuff. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's like it just keeps going, and then like even the quiet moments are only quiet for so long.
yeah.
It's like crazy. That movie was. That's another good World War I movie. It's interesting that there's been a surge of World War I movies recently.
Well, because we did World War II to death, and honestly, like there's a handful of ones that are actually like the better ones. Like in terms of American ones, Defiance, Saving Private Ryan, The Pianist, and then obviously Inglorious Bastards.
Inglourious Basterds is a fantastic World War II movie.
Yeah, it is one of the best. Like it is just an ode to film and the power of film disguised as like, you know, a spy espionage fucking mess of like, you know, craziness. It's so good. It's so well done.
I need to rewatch that movie. That one was dope.
I need to rewatch Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Those are good ones too. The World's
Yeah.
End. World's End isn't bad. I could skip over that though.
I mean, I'll probably rewatch it again. I'll probably watch that one first just to get that out of the way, just to kind of learn to appreciate it more because I didn't appreciate it when I first saw it in theaters, but I
Well,
probably
yeah.
yeah.
When I first saw it, I wasn't really. It didn't strike me as well. Like it was. It still had that crazy Edgar Wright direction. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost have great chemistry as always.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it just wasn't as good as I thought as the other ones as the other
Yeah.
two.
But it's almost
Hot
always
Fuzz
the
is
third one
fantastic.
sucks. Like in any franchise, the third movie always sucks.
That's fair. The third one's always the lowest tier.
The only exception though is the Die Hard franchise because Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis in a movie together fighting terrorists, that is like the best combination ever.
I've actually never seen Die Hard 3, but now I want to.
Yeah, it's so good. Like there's a great scene in there. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's like Bruce Willis wears like a sign and like you know, Samuel L. Jackson just like looks at him on the street corner, is just like, "Hey, call the police right now." It's like, why? Because a white man is about to die.
I
It's because of what the sign reads, and it's just so fucking funny.
gotta check that out.
Oh,
For
it's
sure.
so good. It's so good. Yeah, Samuel L.
Um,
Jackson is always a great addition to a movie. Always.
no, always.
Yeah.
He always makes it better.
Yeah. He's like the American Idris Elba.
He is kind of the American Idris Elba. Idris Elba's funny in real life, but
Oh, he's fucking
no, dude.
hysterical.
Movies I saw this week, new movies that I've never seen before. Um, what did we see? So I saw Frozen 2 last night, because I saw the first one, and then the second one's actually like way better. Like I thought the first one was
Huh.
like good, but like overhyped, and like the second one is like, oh, that was sweet. It was really cool. The soundtrack's even better.
Ooh, okay, okay.
It's cool. The stories like actually like here's the thing. Like the first Frozen, the pacing like was so quick. I felt like it didn't have as much an emotional punch, but it was like the emotional climax of the movie. The second one, now that these characters are well established, we care about them, we know them. Oh, the punches, dude, they're crazy.
Damn.
It was
Damn.
sweet. That was a good movie. Didn't really watch anything else this week. What else did I watch? Well, I think Monday we watched The Emperor's New Groove, which is always a classic.
Oh, hell yes.
And then
Oh, yes, Cusco's poison. The poison designed for Cusco.
I love Patrick Warburton in that movie.
Oh, God, he's so good.
Oh man. Apparently David Spade played Cusco. I didn't realize that. But John Goodman as Pacha.
Exactly, yeah. That surprised me. I was like, damn, they have a fucking stacked cast in this movie. What the fuck?
They do, man.
Yeah.
We watched. Well, Saturday we were partying. Friday I didn't watch anything. I got home and I watched one episode of JoJo, and I passed out.
Yeah, you started on Diamond is Unbreakable, right?
Yes, I did. So I just finished the episode where Koichi finally discovers his stand. So
Oh, hell yes.
to defeat that one con man, which that was a good episode. And then oh no, Thursday actually was cool. So Thursday we went out to Kate and I went up to the Gate. It's this bar up in Belmont with the band. They have karaoke every Wednesday, Thursday, so we were like we're hanging out. Um, Jack and Nate did karaoke.
Nice.
We forced Nate. We like wrote his name down, and he was drunk apparently, but he actually handled it really well. He did like a
Huh.
Killers song. But I talked to him on Friday, and he was like, "Yeah, I was drunk," and I was like,
Wait,
"Shit."
which song did he do?
He did "Somebody Told Me" by the Killers.
Oh, nice. That's a good fucking track.
No, that was
Seriously.
great. He
Yeah.
was doing really. I mean, he was standing still, so I was like, I figured something was up with him. But he was doing really well. He was carrying it. He's a good singer. He doesn't give himself enough credit, and I'm giving him credit on this pod.
All right. There we
Um,
go.
but yeah, Thursday was fun. What did Kate and I do before we went to the bar? I think on Thursday I think we caught dinner. I can't remember what we did. I don't know. Anyway, it's all kind of a blur. I mean, I didn't drink that much at the bar. Oh wait, it was you and I were recording, so I think I had dinner by myself, and then her and I met up to go up to the gate. Um, was anyway. Um, what else has been going on? There was apparently was it? Did we talk about the earthquake in was it Libya
There was an earthquake in Libya. I didn't know this.
or was it? Pretty sure it was.
God, there's so much news happening, man. I just learned about the fucking mummified aliens in Mexico, and how that's a hoax.
Yeah, it was. Oh my God. It was a huge earthquake in Libya. It was like 11,000 was the death toll.
Jesus, fucking hell.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it was pretty crazy. What were you saying? What was a hoax?
Oh, so okay, so you know the whole aliens are real thing that people are trying to like prove to everyone else in the rest of
Oh
the
yeah,
world. Yeah.
there was the fake thing in Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, so they literally have one of the guys that was before Congress testifying that aliens are real, and then we actually have spaceships and dead pilots and shit. Uh, One of them actually went down to Mexico to for their hearing on proof of
Yeah, because
alien life.
it was brought to their Congress, right, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then this fucking guy just brought out those mummified aliens that he's apparently been toting around for years now, and it instantly fell through. Like people were like, "Yeah, that shit ain't real. Like it's just a bunch of bones you stitched together and made it look old."
Hmm. Yeah, it's.
I will
I
admit
like
though,
the
the
memes
memes
that
to
come
come
out
out
of
of
it.
it though were fucking hilarious.
Both you and I were like, "Oh, the memes are great, though."
Oh yeah, yeah, the fucking memes.
That's all we care about. I think I truly think even if they announced the end of the world, there was if it was some don't look up plot where there's a meteor come to destroy us, we're just gonna meme the shit out of it.
Yeah, we're just not gonna care, honestly.
Yeah, we're not gonna give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, you would think aliens being real would be the most mind blowing thing to ever happen to all of us, and then just
It's crazy because everyone that dude literally admitted yeah, we have non humanoid biological pilots at somewhere, and it was everyone brushed over that and was all right, let's move on to that. A week later, nobody gave a shit.
yeah.
Um,
I'm just
but
I'm just literally the plot of Independence Day is literally playing out in real fucking life, and no one's fucking paying attention or no one cares.
yeah, it's kind of. I mean, but I mean, it's hard, right? Because we have. Well, it's all because we've constructed it. We've constructed these concepts of taxes and cost of living, that are keeping
True.
us distracted from anything important or anything that's going to change our place in the universe. It's really going to put into perspective oh my
Yeah.
God, not the only be intelligent beings or whatever. It's kind of just crazy. I'm half watching this. There's this show on Netflix that's really kind of funny because the editing is really not helpful in trying to sell the point. But it's all these UFO experts that are trying to talk about oh, these are different projects the U.S. has had, and these are cover-ups and stuff, and all this stuff, and these stories are real. And it's hard to believe when the editing is it's a really bad YouTube video. But it is kind of it's just kind of an entertaining thing to if you got, it's good to have on in the background.
Yeah.
If you're bored and you don't have anything else to watch, and you've maybe had a couple drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
Just yeah, let's put that on. It is kind of funny that way. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think like, but I don't. I think if aliens were real, I really don't think there'd be a lot of interest they'd hold in us. I don't know. I don't think there would be a lot of interest.
No, I think if aliens were real, like if they had the power to travel like long distances to get to us, like I think
Mm.
what they're doing is just the equivalent of like teenagers like driving around like country roads, cow tipping. Like that's
Yeah,
essentially what they're doing. Like they're fucking with
no,
us.
pretty much. And
Yeah.
I will say it's and this is the part of me that's like kind of sussy about everything. Is like there's like these points that the show makes about like like there's like space technology that like is super advanced that has helped us advance the human race along so much in like the last century or the last half century after discovering it all after reverse engineering it, and I'm like that kind of there might be some merit to that. You know what I mean? Like we like if it were the case that we had like that technology and we could reverse engineer it and figure it out, it would help influence a lot of our technologies or how we develop things. But I mean, also like you just think across the span of human history. I mean, like you know, UFO sightings are only a big thing in the last what it's 2020 in the last 80 years, and like
Yeah.
if you think about the advancements we've had between the start of the industrial age, which was like what 1860s or so, or like even earlier, I think like 1830s.
Yeah.
Uh, till getting men on the moon a century later. That's like kind of like insane to think the development of that.
Yeah. Even fucking video games. Like literally the first ever video game that came out was like Pong back in like the late
It
70s.
was it? I thought it was the early 70s, or maybe it was the late 70s. Was it
Mid to
77?
late 70s. I think it was like 76, 77. Yeah.
Well, I think the first computer games were like 1970, early to mid 70s. I think I don't remember.
That is true, but that was like text-based adventure games, so like that
That's true.
kind of counted. Yes, don't get me wrong, but again,
Yeah,
let's say they're in that same
the
pool.
traditional modern uh, uh, definition of a video game
Yeah.
was like the late 70s. So and to now to the graphics we have now 50 years later is like kind of like
Yeah.
crazy.
Like literally the progression we've had in like the past 50 years and just that alone is like fucking insane. Like I can literally see shoelaces bounce on my character when I'm running. Like it's fucking insane.
Well, I mean, like the data storage we've been able to curate. Um, like I have a USB drive plugged into this computer right now that like
Yeah.
holds 64 gigs. That would take like a bunch of these different blocky machines that are like one server back in the 50s to hold that much information. It's kind of like it's just kind of nuts. But I doubt because of the ingenuity of humanity, I really doubt that like aliens would influence. And like humans have been ingenuitive uh, for centuries. I mean, like
Yeah.
we built the pyramids, like or the ancient Egyptians did, or well, the slaves of the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that's what's helped. That's what's helped human ingenuity is slavery. We've been enslaving humans have been enslaving other humans for like several years, and like it gets shit done. It's not a good way to get shit done, but it gets shit done.
I mean, hey, if you get it to work right, it can do fucking wonders. Clearly, like,
Yeah, if you crack a whip at it enough times. We don't condone slavery on the 9 to 5 boys. It's a bad human rights violation.
yeah, it's only if you have enough ambition and you know exactly what you want to do, like a grandiose kind of scale type shit.
Only
Like,
if you can get away with it, like calling it internships or anything like that.
exactly, yeah, like no, you want to fucking run a plantation, fucking a big old house, and you drink mint juleps while like your boys fucking work out in the yard. Fuck that. Use them to build the
It's
next
your
fucking
boy.
pyramid of Giza.
Giza, the Gizi.
Gizi.
That'd be like Kanye West making a great pyramid of Gizis.
Don't fucking tempt him. He'll fucking do it, and you know it.
He might, yeah, he might.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He wasn't it something? He was like, you were telling me he got like, oh yeah, he got banned from like the fucking from like the swan boats for getting head from like who's that one woman?
Oh yeah, yeah. His new girlfriend,
His new
right?
wife. or whatever the hell.
Yeah, that looks like Kim Kardashian. Yeah, he was getting like a sloppy top on like a swan boat, and I guess he got banned from it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he got that
Apparently,
Sloppenheimer.
apparently, we didn't talk about this. Lauren Boebert got kicked out of Beetlejuice the musical showing in Colorado.
Yeah.
Because she was drunk, vaping, obnoxious, and groping on her man.
Yeah, which
The
I'm like,
friend she had brought with, I don't know who the fuck it is.
oh, it wasn't just that. Like literally, he like you can kind of see it in the footage too. Like, because for some reason, apparently at a touring show for Beetlejuice, the live stage play, apparently they have really good cameras, and if you look closely enough in the video, you can actually see
really
him
good.
scooping out one of her titties and just kind of examining it. Yeah.
Huh? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just like you're a congresswoman, lady. Please don't
And
come on.
this is like a life before. There's people sitting next to you, bro. Like if you were like in a row, like you were a couple seats down from somebody, like maybe some like hand play down the pants, like but like
Yeah,
or like under the skirt, under the dress. I mean, I'm not condoning that. That's like illegal and like it's not comfortable for anybody else. Like do the right thing and just go to a dark movie theater that's empty.
yeah, yeah.
Go to a dark movie theater at like 11:45 in the morning, and like where no one else is gonna be watching that fucking movie, and like just go to town, bro.
That is so oddly specific. 11:45 in the morning. Like what the fuck?
I don't know, like the morning showings have nobody there, dude. Nobody's waking up that early for a fucking movie or
That's
a
true.
matinee.
That seems like excessive extra steps for like exciting morning sex. But yeah, okay. I mean, I guess that works.
You could also just have morning sex right when you wake up. When you wake up next to your partner, it's usually
Yeah, not
um,
that difficult, really. So
it's
yeah,
right there, and you're in the privacy of your own bed in your own home. Hopefully, like it must be awkward, like sharing a room with somebody. Like so our friend Marina, she was giving us a tour of the house, and like her bedroom, she shares a bedroom with another adult woman, which like
oh
does make it very challenging to like invite guys over. Like one of them has to be sexiled if that happens.
yeah,
That's just the nature of it.
yeah,
And so I can only imagine that's the only component where it'd be like that's not appropriate for you to be having sex because like the beds are like I like the setup actually. It was really quite smart. So like the heads are opposite each other, and so the feet of the beds are next to each other like this,
oh.
which is pretty cool. Which is a good setup.
This is a
Um,
pretty good setup. Shit. Damn. Damn.
but yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice. Nice little room. It's a nice apartment, man. I mean, like they had like a whole nice dining table. They have a really nice window view. They had a nice chair that I broke. They have a nice sectional couch. They have a big old fridge that's now all the leftover alcohol from the parties in there.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet. Um, but yeah, so anyway, so just don't pull a Lauren Boebert. Don't fornicate at a public performance when
Yeah.
I saw the footage. It was a packed house.
Yeah,
There's not gonna
that's
be a
so
single person
fucked
who
up.
has
Like, go to
jokes.
like a sci-fi movie that no one's gonna watch. Like, period. There's probably gonna be like 2 or 3 people in the late afternoon, but like,
Just
fucking hell.
go to the handicap bathroom like a normal person, man. Just
Oh my
like
god. You know what the weirdest part is too out of all this? Like, it's the same husband that like apparently she met at a bowling alley when he whipped his dick out in front of teenage girls. So
oh wait oh
yeah, she
so
just looked at that
it's
and thought, that's gonna be my future man. And I'm just like, really? Come the fuck on.
I got a great meme I'll send to the group chat tomorrow.
Oh, is it related? Fuck yeah.
It's similar. Now Russell Brand has like sexual assault allegations, I guess.
Oh, of course.
And he made a really he made a video as they do in fashion.
Yeah.
When these allegations come out, and I only saw a clip of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't really care to like
Yeah.
oh wow, his whole shtick is about being a creepy weird sex guy, and he's a creepy weird sex guy. Kind of fits. And then it was like the three people who defended him were like Tucker Carlson, um, I think Andrew Tate, and some other
Oof.
right wing motherfucker. So it's like, okay, if that's the people in your, it was like the Lizzo thing. It's like when Lizzo got accused of like these are alleged, right? She like allegedly had berated and had sexually harassed her dancers or whatever that she hired,
Yeah.
and she's like, you know what, I didn't do it. It's like, get me the motherfucker that defended Cosby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's bad optics at the very least.
That's fucking amazing. Wow. Jesus Christ.
And so back to she's got the lawyer for the lawsuit who like defended Cosby. It's not good. So Russell Brand, like he made the video and the editing was so bad. He like there's a part where like all my relationships with women have been cut. It's an obvious cut, and then he's like consensual.
Oh, that is not good. What?
That's bad editing. That's bad timing. Just reshoot. It's a video. Just reshoot it.
That's. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we run this fucking thing, and I do all the editing, but god damn, that is so bad when you have professional editors in your corner for that. What the fuck?
He could easily hire one, maybe. I don't know.
Oh
but,
my god, bro, just don't be a dickhead and a weird sex guy. Like, fucking hell. Like,
just respect women. Just like, it's just like...
Yeah. Respect women, respect people. Like, maybe crack a couple jokes if you can read the room right. Like, but like, just be a decent fucking person.
You gotta read the room. I once almost made like a Nazi joke at like a party, and I was like, it was with kids, coworkers, and I was like, this is not the crowd for this. This is friend group B, not friend group A.
And frankly, they won't like it.
I did not see that coming. So, and then now there's the Danny Masterson situation.
Oh yeah, that fucking dude. You know what? It's gotta suck now for anyone who actually likes the movie Get Into the Greek, because both Jonah Hill and Russell Brand are now terrible people.
Oh well, yeah, because Jonah Hill has like some weird shit with his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's like a control freak, which is like, it's not sex related, but like he's a control freak, which that's
just another type of abusive behavior, and it's like you don't have, bro, you do not have the fucking like. You should not have the confidence to say shit like that. Like, what the fuck? You like, shut the fuck up, Jonah Hill.
What's even funnier about that fucking situation is that he literally left acting for a while because he has fucking panic attacks now. I'm just like, you do not have the confidence then to go out and do that shit if you're gonna walk away over something like that.
That's not okay,
idiot.
Man.
Like, Jesus.
That's not okay, dude. Like, don't be such a weirdo about shit, man. Like, if it's like, I don't know. Have these good conversations. It's about these men who just don't know how to fucking communicate their feelings, and it's like, and then it's also like just a component of like this pervasive culture, and like it's so. Here's the thing: is like with the persistent sexual abuse that we see like from men of power is like, and I'm gonna say it can be women can be abusers too, but like it's most often men. You know what I'm saying? Like it's most the
9 times out of 10 it's fucking men, dude. Like,
and so it's like and so the thing is like, it goes back to this old Jimmy Carr bit where it's like, if like a woman has sex with a bunch of men, she's called all sorts of derogatory things like a slut, a whore, a skank, whatever the fuck you want to say, right?
Yeah.
But if a man does it, if a man has sex with a bunch of people, he's like considered a stud, or like he's rewarded for it, and it's like it's this very pervasive double standard that we have that is like not okay. We should be not slut shaming anyone. We should be encouraging everybody to be sluts and to be safe sluts. We need to have safe sex, safe consensual sex.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's like what's the problem?
Like, come on, man, like. Just look back to like ancient Greece and like Rome. They were butt fucking everything and everyone, man. Like even the Greeks, their boy Zeus was literally fucking everything.
A hole is a hole, and every hole was their goal, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. Fucking man.
That is real, brother.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's I really think. I don't know. I hope that gets resolved in the way it should. And then, like, with the Danny Masterson thing, it's like, what annoys me the most about, like, the response video that Mila Kunis and, like, Ashton Kutcher did was, like, they were, like, mad that people found out about it. Was, like, the thing they were most, is, like, okay, so I get, like, defending your friend, but it's, like, even nice guys can be, like, abusers in secret. It's, like,
Yeah, it's, like, it's fucking insane to me. Like, if you're going out of your way to be like the best person out there, in public, trying to like stop like all kinds of like bad shit happening to innocent people, and then you defend a fucking guy that you worked with like once 25 years ago. I don't know if they were still in like regular contact or not, if they were actually genuine still friends, after working on the 70s show. I don't fucking know, but it looks like you really didn't have to go out of your way and write a character letter to a guy you worked with 25 years ago who already has a lot of fucking rumors about him literally before that. I would think maybe just distance yourself, drop them like a sack of potatoes, and make new friends. It's really not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and it wasn't only them that was defending him, it was like other actors. Everyone, I think, on the show, except for Topher Grace, was like cool with everybody else. And like, watching old interviews, there was a lot of weird shit going on. Like, I don't know why. I guess Mila Kunis was like 14 at the time, but she was like, and Ashton Kutcher was like 19, and they were like having her play like his girlfriend and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck? That should have been like a red flag to the producers. Like, this is not cool.
Apparently, this is what I heard. I don't know if this is 100% true or not. I feel like this could have been easily solved with like enough like research, because it's the industry. But she said, "Oh no, I'm like 17. I'll just turn 18 on my next birthday," and then she never said when her actual birthday was. So they just kind of went along with it.
It was a lie about her age type of thing. Ooh.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it can work if you're not gonna be a fucking creep about it and just use them for apparently kissing literally everyone on set. But in like say a case of Lawrence Fishburne in Apocalypse Now, he was 14 when he did that movie, and he lied about his age just so he can be in the movie and work a turret gun, because that's fucking badass, and you're 14 and you think that's cool as shit.
No, absolutely. Wait. Yeah. Oh shit, he was in Apocalypse. I never finished that movie. It's really intense. It's a hard movie to watch.
I know, it's still on my fucking list to watch, because it's the one war movie that I definitely need to watch before I fucking
Maybe we should watch it together at some point. Maybe in the UK we'll watch it together.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, get a VPN and then we'll just stream it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah,
fuck
pay for
yeah, bro.
For the week.
No, we probably shouldn't. I don't know what their crime thing is on VPNs, but we'll try and find it.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently, so I was reading into why this is like a major segue, but just like it made me think of the European Union is like the reason that iPhone announced a new iPhone, and they're finally getting rid of their special charging cable. They're going to the USB-C port.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because the EU made new regulations and Apple didn't want to like fight it. So.
Ah, nice. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, to go back to the whole like Mila Kunis thing, like at least in the Lawrence Fishburne case, like it's somewhat okay, because they kind of take gun safety on sets more seriously than apparently sexual assault cases, literally, period. So
yeah, for real.
We literally only heard about the fucking Alec Baldwin thing once. We never heard anything else related to that except Brandon Lee, rest in peace. But that was like 2 instances throughout like a long career of using firearms in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Literally,
that Alec Baldwin thing, like that's so annoying. There was like so many checks that should have been made, but anyway.
Yeah. Then literally we have the Me Too movement, and then it's like, oh my god, all these sexual assault cases. Like, hold the fuck up. How the fuck do we take firearm safety so damn seriously? But then like this shit just happens behind closed doors. It's fucking insane to me. Jesus.
It's a weird culture of conformity. There's a power thing. I was watching a documentary on. Ghislaine Maxwell, which does not make you... it makes you feel good that she's getting the time she deserves, but, like, the whole situation does not make you feel good. Like, a lot of the victims are recounting their experiences. One victim is, like, she blurred herself, or not blurred herself, but she didn't want to, like, be her identity revealed, and she's talking about her, like, experience, and she's, like, breaking down, and it's like, oh my god. It's all heavy. And so it's like, but, like, a lot of this... people, like, there were rumors going long about Ghislaine and Jeffrey Epstein, and people were just like, yeah, whatever about it. And they're powerful people. Like, these celebrities are, like, they're rich, they're powerful. Money equals power. And freedom. It means they can do whatever the hell they want. So, like, they were just getting away with shit for so long because people were just afraid to speak out. And then finally, they were brave enough to do so in recent. And
which is great. That's like...
which is a good thing. It's good.
The biggest step they can ever take in their entire fucking life. That is insane.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
for victims to come forward, and then it's like, and that's the other thing about this whole Kutcher and Kunis thing that pisses me off is like them like doing these letters, and well, the whole cast, I'm gonna say, except for Topher. Topher has my grace.
Topher
So
has both of our graces. He's such a good fucking
exactly.
guy.
Be blessed he be Topher Grace, and so um, blessed be thy name, and so
You know what? I'm gonna
but
watch Spider-Man 3 again just for him. Just for him.
just for him.
Yeah, I'll even buy it. Fuck it.
I think I have the trilogy, but so
But yeah.
So the thing that pisses me off is like it's just pervasing this like people don't come forward because there's so many other motherfuckers who will defend these like awful people because they're just like they're nice guys. They seem like such a how could they do such a thing like and like Danny Match like it's just like there was that weird Conan interview that's been going around that and like other weird interviews from the show that I'm just like wow how are these not all red flags?
Yeah. No, and that's another thing too. Like he's the perfect fucking king. Conan O'Brien, he'll make self-deprecating jokes. He'll make a couple good sexual jokes that's almost teeters on creepy, but like, you know, it's fine. But then he goes out and fucking calls out terrible people like Danny Masterson. Fucking love Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
What a
he
king.
like that was he ended that interview or that clip ends weirdly where he's not weirdly, but it ends with him like being like I've heard about you, you'll be caught soon. Like that was I
Yeah.
was just like whoa.
Like it's
Um,
literally on par with like John Oliver calling out what the fuck was his name? Some old actor from like the 70s or something. I fucking forget his name. I'll look it up and I'll put it in like you know, bar paragraph thing on the video. But yeah.
the description, whatever they call it these days.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, Stan. Yeah, that's we stand Conan. Conan is a good ginger boy.
Exactly. We stand both him and John Oliver. Two good boys. Very good boys.
They're very funny. They're very morally upstanding.
Exactly. They stand
Jon
by
Stewart.
everything they do, and I love it. We love it.
Jon Stewart is another stand-up guy.
Oh my god, dude, he's he's a fucking king. Jesus
He
Christ,
is the king, dude.
what a Chad. We fucking love it.
Absolute Chad.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I lost track of time. I guess it's been the hour.
Sorry, we were just lamenting on Chads who run late night TV. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was sad to hear that Conan had like ended his show.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's up to nowadays, but like
I think
it
he
was
did like
it
a
was-
soft revival where he's doing like a web series technically. So yeah.
he was my favorite talk show. Him and Andy, like such a good pair, and like their guests were super fun, and like they just
Yeah.
had fun on the show. I think he truly is like just a well. He started off as like a comedy writer for the Simpsons, right?
He did, yeah, and then he worked
And then
his way
he-
into late night TV. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he's just really funny. He's really good off the cuff.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and morally upstanding. So props to him.
yeah.
But thank you for joining us for this hour. This has been the 9 to 5 boys, and we are clocking out. We will see you guys in the next one.
Klachunk.